All right, so welcome back, I guess. So this is one of those reviews from the vehicle. My wonderful chauffeur / wife, Yvonne, here. She's in all of her loveliness. And so tonight we saw the Canucks. And I think that's the first time I've seen the Canucks this year. Now, it's the first time I've watched them live. But it feels like that's the first time I've seen them play like I know they can. Now, the interesting thing is, Bruce Boudreau takes over today. So I'm not going to say that, well, it's all Bruce, although I noticed some line changes that were made. And so I think that was a good idea by Bruce. They worked. There were some chants for Bruce Boudreau. Towards the end, Bruce There It Is started up, which meant that they played Whoop There It Is twice in the building. It was a celebratory atmosphere. It just felt like there was a relief that the Canucks were winning the game. They were playing really well. They win the game 4-0. Their power play was kind of a disaster, but it did get a goal. It was an adventure. The first and third especially, well, the first one where they got the goal was actually not as good as the second one where they didn't. And then the third was kind of like the first one. Their penalty kill did look better. The overall picture I get from this is that the team seemed better. And I don't know how to describe it other than that. Besser had a goal and an assist. Now, I'm going to take some credit because I'm wearing my Brock Besser. There you see, number 6. I'm wearing my Brock Besser. I wanted Besser to get a goal tonight, and he scored first, and I did take some credit for that.
You did.
I was like, see, I knew he'd score. Now, my voice is kind of because it was really loud in there tonight. So for me to have a conversation with Yvonne I had to be even louder than normal. It's what are you laughing about over there?
It's true. You talk really loud.
Really, I understand it's one game. So I'm going to say straight out, I keep forgetting where the camera is. The camera's over here. It is one game, and I'm not getting ahead of myself on this. But it sure was nice to see some goals go in, goals not going in the Canucks net. Demko having a really good game. He was very sound positionally. The Kings did play last night. I will say, it's a back-to-back for them. So it did look, and this is something that happened with Winnipeg too. Winnipeg goes into Edmonton, and they give everything they have against Edmonton, and then they come into Vancouver the next night, and they didn't look as good. And again, I don't want to take away from the Canucks' victory, but that's probably part of it. It's harder for the Kings to get up for this game tonight than for last night's where you've got McDavid and Draisaitl. And even though it's still a divisional game and it's still really important, I can understand that would be kind of a letdown for them. So honestly, it was a lot of fun. We were on the blue line. We were right near the top of the lower bowl. We've never sat that close to I don't think we've ever been that close to center ice.
No.
We're usually in the corners.
Before, but we were up in the...
Yeah, we were in the nosebleeds at that point. Sorry for the camera shaking, but the roads are kind of roads, and parts of Vancouver definitely have better roads than others. But yeah, so I was very impressed with their game overall. I thought they played a full 60 minutes, which has been a problem. The third period, there were parts of it that I thought were maybe too much in their own zone, but that's just nitpicking. I don't want to nitpick with this. It was a lot of fun. It was a great game, and I'm really excited. Now, I will admit this. Now, Clayton, if you watch this, I'm sorry, but on Wednesday when we come back for the Bruins game, I kind of have to wear Canucks. Now, this is where normally whatever team needs that win to be in a playoff spot, and right now Boston's closer, I would wear Boston and cheer for Boston. That experience back there was something awesome, and I know that on Wednesday I will be cheering for Vancouver again. And so I have to wear Vancouver, because I can't wear a Boston jersey and then jump up and cheer if Vancouver scores.
Well, you totally do, though.
But I can't, wearing a jersey of the other team, jump up.
I've done it before.
I know I've done it before, and I'm not saying that I won't do like little golf claps when Boston gets a goal if it's a nice one. But I know in my heart of hearts that this just felt like a weight off the backs of the organization, the players. It just all seemed to work. Lamico gets his first goal finally, and it just felt like this was a big game. So I think this'll help bring fans back. If there's fans who've lapsed and decided they don't want to go to games anymore, I think this'll help rejuvenate interest in the Canucks in the community. And again, it's one game. It's one game. But the energy level was there. The 60 minutes was there. They were 3-7-1 at home coming into tonight. Now, I can't prove that I turned it around. I can't prove that it was me. There's no proof that the Canucks are unbeatable if I'm there. But there's no proof that they're not, because they were 3-7-1 when I wasn't there, and now they're 1-0 when I show up. So maybe the problem is I got season tickets for Abbotsford, and I love our Abbotsford Canucks. But maybe the problem was I didn't get season tickets for the Vancouver Canucks. And we should have just taken this trip 41 times this year.
Oh my gosh, no.
We should have 41 times this year made the trek into Vancouver.
Pass.
41 times.
Parking in Vancouver?
You're missing the point. We're doing it for the team.
No.
It's supporting the team.
No.
We need to support the team.
Pass.
So I'm thinking we should get tickets for every Canucks game for the rest of the year.
Oh my gosh.
There's only 29 left, I think. I think this is their 12th.
Shit.
So, I may have to sell all the jerseys to make this work ticket-wise, because the price is going to be expensive, but...
Gas to that and parking.
Well, I mean, they were only allowed 30 liters, right? Because of you only got 30 liters earlier when you stopped at the gas station, right? Because I'm recording this for posterity. So you did obey that rule about only 30 liters, right?
I went slightly over because I was paying attention.
Oh, if the RCMP sees this, you're so getting arrested.
Whatever.
You're so getting arrested for going over the limit. You're supposed to be within your limit. And you weren't. And that's bad.
Shit.
And so there might be some discipline coming up.
Shit.
All right. Anyways, guys, it was a lot of fun. Anybody who doesn't know, I had a lot of fun tonight. I am sober. I didn't have beer or anything. I don't drink.
No.
I didn't drink anything at the game. I didn't eat anything at the game. So we're going to get something to eat before we go home, because we don't want to pass out and die on the highway on the way home. But apparently that regales us with laughter after that. I'm not sure why I'd rather not die. And you're like, yeah, death. I laugh at death. I'm surprised at your attitude.
That car's gonna fit.
I don't think that car's going to fit either. You're not going to fit. You're wasting your time. Okay. So they'll parallel park themselves into a corner. But yeah, so thanks guys for watching. This is the first time we've done this since March of 2020.
I know, it's been forever.
It felt so weird being there again.
They've upgraded their lights.
The light show was really nice.
Yeah.
The productions are really pretty good.
Yeah.
And it again, it felt better. I don't know how to describe it. It felt better. My friend, who shall remain nameless, we spoke last night, and we both expressed our desire that the Canucks get better, and we both expressed our belief that this move by the team to move on from Travis Green and Jim Benning, that it would be best for the team. So, Mike, you were right. I was right for one night. Now, the next game might be completely different, and maybe the next game it all goes south, but for tonight, the Canucks are unbeaten under Bruce Boudreau. And it's nice to see Scotty Walker there. I have to do a Scotty Walker career video, because I know there's a lot of people who don't know who Scotty Walker is, and that to me is criminal, because he could fight, he could hit, and he could score. And he was a really good power forward that sadly didn't realize that potential in Vancouver, but he was really good for Nashville. So that'll be coming on the channel as well. I keep losing where the actual camera is. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. Hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this shaky cam video. And hey, I will talk to you guys again soon.